a beautiful morning yet again when we thrive above self-sabotage. The whole of last week and this week, we have been looking at this book. We've been picking nuggets from the book that I authored. Now, when I wrote this book, I wrote it from a point of my own experience, personal experience and experience from other people. I am a counselor, I am a coach, I am a mentor, and because of that, I have had quite a number of people that have walked past, through my hands. I have had clients, I have had customers, I have had mentees whom I've been able to guide in this thing called life, this journey that is called life. And through the years, I realized that one thing that normally disturbs us is a sense of belonging. Many of us have made mistakes. Many of us have, not been able to achieve certain things because we want to have a sense of belonging. But where do you get that sense of belonging? Which led to the birth of Thrive Above Self-Sabotage. Many times we've done things because we've self-sabotaged. Many times we've done things because we've not allowed ourselves to be the best that we can ever be. And that is what we are looking at, And this week, we're winding up with what we can do to say that we overcome that feeling of worthlessness. How you and I can be able to move past the imposter syndrome, feeling that we do not deserve or feeling that we deserve all the negative things that happen unto us. We need to move past that. And today, I just want us to know that if you are able to practice gratitude in all that you do, you'll be able to overcome self-sabotage. How many times have you been, have you thanked God for that job that you have? How many times have you thanked God for the marriage that you have? How often do you take off time to thank God for the life that you have? You are breathing. You still have, breath through your nostrils. How many times have you thanked God for that? Many of us are so rooted in looking for all the negative things that are happening to us. So many of us are rooted in looking at, all the negatives that can ever happen to us, and we are not giving chance to see the good things that are happening to us. There is someone that is looking for a meal to eat, but you are complaining that you've been eating, silverfish or mukele for some time. Someone is looking for just 1 meal in a day, but there you are, you even go ahead to waste food, you pour food, and yet you complain that, God, why am I always eating greens? We have become so ungrateful in life that we self-sabotage. We have become so ungrateful in life that we do not see the things that matter. You are there complaining that your husband has not given you money to plait hair. Maybe your husband has given you 30,000 shillings, has given you 50,000 shillings. There is a wife somewhere whom the husband has never given even a shilling to go and plait their hair. So instead of us looking at all the negative things that are happening in our lives, let us look at all the positive things that are happening in our lives. Because there is so much positive that is happening. There is so much greatness that is happening in our lives, but we have not given room for that because we are ungrateful. So if you are going to thrive above self-sabotage, if you are going to overcome the feeling of unworthlessness, let us be more intentional in making gratitude our lifestyle. Now, gratitude is a choice because life is never a bed of roses. So much happens in our day-to-day lives, both the positive and the negative. We all face challenges on almost a daily basis, yeah? Something you had planned out so perfectly turns out the other way around. Someone you trusted betrays you. You lose the only hope you had to get a job. So much happens, Life can at times be full of negative energy, which affects our output and eventually our lifestyle. Are you aware that a simple gesture of daily reflection on what we are grateful for can lead to a happier, more authentic and fulfilled life? Are you aware of that? This can also help you to keep on top of your game regardless of how much negativity has come in. Now, there are two songs that I love so much. It is Well With My Soul and Tebi Nkanga by the Hebrew. When you go through a rage, you're going through a storm, and you feel it is so much. In those, moments when I feel I now don't have control, I just say, it is well with my soul. It is well, God. It is well. It is well, not because everything is moving on well. It is well, not because I have gotten everything I want. It is well because God is in control. Tebi Nkanga, Nagumo Mutima. No matter what, I love that song. It's like whoever wrote that song, wrote it for me. Kumaze, that song, the Hebrew song says, Katitebi Nkanga, Nagumo Mutima Zeni no Lwazi. I have the rock. And because I have the rock, I don't care. The storm wants to come, let it come. I'm going to look at all the grateful things that I am for, instead of looking at the negatives that will happen in my life. So you and I, need to be more intentional in making gratitude our lifestyle, because it is going to help us to move above self-sabotage. We need to reflect on life. Reflect on your life. Where have you been lately? Where were you in 2020? Where are you right now? In terms of your job, in terms of your business, in terms of the customers that you have, in terms of the friends that you have, in terms of your marriage. Let's make more reflection in life, because when you make reflection, that is when you'll be able to see that all the beautiful things that can happen to you. Do a lot of journaling. Write down. I do a lot of journaling. In that, at times when I'm feeling bad, on top of praying, on top of reading the Bible, I go back to my journals. I read, I go back, and every time I go back to my journals, I am re-energized to even move forward. Because in my journal is every good thing that has ever happened to me. The days when maybe I got, a surprise. The days maybe I signed a big deal. The days maybe someone just, complimented me for something good, and that gives me the energy to keep pushing. So whatever you're doing right now, you need to reflect on your life. Where were you before? Where are you now? Because when you look at you before, you now, you're able to envision a better tomorrow. Because God is in the story, everything is going to happen according to the glory of His name. Thank you so much for watching today. My name is Comfort, and this is Inspired by Comfort, happening every Monday to Friday here on Hope Channel at 7:30 a.m. Please make sure to tell another person to always tune in, such that we are energized to go and face the day. Good day and a blessed one to you that has watched this morning.